Hi there, I'm Jody. Glad to have you joining us. In this training series, we are going to examine the problem of distracted driving, particularly cell phone use. We all have seen the motorist who is driving much slower than the flow of traffic, or is weaving from side to side in their lane, or even outside of the lane. Why is this a huge problem, and what you need to know about cell phone forensics? But before we get into the meat of this topic, let's discuss some staggering statistics. Distracted driving now is the leading cause of traffic accident injuries and deaths, surpassing impaired driving. 1.93 billion smartphones were purchased in 2023. 75% of the world's population are smartphone users. 94% of population in advanced economies like US are smartphone users. Smartphones have over 1,000 features, however, the average smartphone user never uses 90% of the phone's features, primarily because they do not read the manual.
The moments after a car crash can be critical if you or another person needs immediate medical attention. When someone is injured and medics can get to them immediately, that time is referred to as the golden hour, where medics can treat the injuries and have a higher chance of saving the person's life. But what if you can't get to your phone? Now technology has advanced to where your phone can detect the impact of a crash. Most smartphones have built-in crash detection monitoring that contact police and medical assistance and send them to your location when they sense a crash. The apps are developed to tell the difference between severe and mild impact and often require human interaction for mild impact situations.
Another common app used by over 60% of Americans is the Insurance Saving app, where your rates are based upon your driving performance. These are referred to User-Based Information Apps, or UBI. Other popular UBI app include Life 360, Road Ready, Mama Bear, TrueMotion, and Automatic. As you can see from all these great apps, we have to reduce our insurance rates and to keep tabs on your young drivers, as well as to protect us in an accident if we cannot make the call ourselves. We have 3 UBIs which can be downloaded and used in litigation. So we have found 3 apps which capture data about our driving and accident data. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. So let's take a look at the other things that can be retrieved from a cell phone forensic download: text messages and attachments, phone book of contacts, voice calls and voicemail messages, email messages and attachments, social media posts, direct messages, photos and videos, device locations, location history and maps, internet accounts and browser history, user search activity, Google, Bing, Yahoo, photographs and videos with GPS locations, apps data and permissions, fitness activity and health information, pulse and energy, financial accounts, credentials, and digital documents, cryptocurrency assets like Bitcoin. And the most recent addition to our list is smartwatches and other user-based apps. So earlier we discussed the accident detection monitoring, but how does it know the severity of the accident? First, there is a barometric change in the atmosphere when the airbags deploy, which is how the smartphone know there has been a significant impact to deploy airbags. Second, your map app not only is a good navigator, but also knows the exact GPS location when the impact occurred, but also the direction of the phone and rate of travel. The accelerometer records the movement and velocity.
So what if the driver deletes the text messages or emails?
Great question. We run into this often, but it does not matter if the owner erases all the data or changes phones. The cell phone providers are required to preserve the data. All of the cell phone providers, except Verizon, preserves the user's records for 2 years. However, Verizon only keeps their data for 30 days.
Wow, that is some very good information. But where is all this data stored? I mean, if I destroy the SIM card, I'm good, right?
Not exactly. You see, a smartphone has a few storage devices. The SIM card maintains some identification records between you and the phone carrier. The micro SD card will contain information like your photos and videos, and the phone memory is like the RAM on your computer. It controls and remembers the most recent apps and information you're accessed. Then there is the cloud as an auxiliary storage location. But let's not forget about our smartwatches and other connected devices like Google.
So it sounds like during a cell phone forensic download, not just the information on my phone can be downloaded, but all the data stored in the apps connected to my phone.
You are absolutely correct. The best way to protect yourself is to never use your cell phone while driving.
But What if I use my hands-free headset or that I use maps for my navigation?
It is best if you do not use your phone at all while driving, but your phone will know if you are using a hands-free device. It will also know if the phone is mounted or being held and what apps are running at the time of the accident.
Okay, so how long does it take to conduct a full forensic download, and is the cost worth doing?
The cost to do a forensic download will range from $3,000 to $5,000, and it only takes about 8 to 12 hours to obtain a full download, including all the connecting apps.
I had no idea that there is so much data stored and retrievable, and it does not sound like it is that expensive for all the data that may be revealed. But as a driver, it is a lot to digest.
For additional information regarding cell phone forensics, speak with your safety professional about best practices or legal counsel if you are involved in litigation. This video is for information and training purposes and not to be taken as legal advice. Thank you for watching this presentation.